0 in the second round.
The bout you just saw, right? Of course, you saw earlier, real one, Babyface, Babatunde second round knockout against terrible Olanrewaju.
And of course, we're up next for National Light Heavyweight Title Challenge.
And the race battle of the night, you can see, especially looking out at the main event of the night, Habib Ige Oladeji against Tunde Turning Star. Olojede.
I'm waiting for that. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's still a Flykite production. GOtv Boxing Night, the lockdown edition. All fights tonight are sanctioned by the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control. President Dr. Rafiu Ladipo, Secretary Remi Aboderi. Our fourth fight for the night is an 8-round National Light Heavyweight Challenge bout. In the blue corner, Cosmos Awosika David!
And so that man is coming out with the legendary Bob Marley song. That boxer I'm talking about is Cosmos David Awosika, coming out with Bob Marley's One Love. Let's get together and feel all right.
I hope he's not going to do that in the ring. Getting together with his opponent and feeling right. It's all about, yes, one love. There should be camaraderie in sports and boxing, especially. But when you get into the ring, it's a different ballgame.
Different ballgame altogether. That's the man skanking too. One Love as played by Bob Marley.
I hope for once, I'm going to say, I hope for once somebody does not listen to the lyrics of the song.
GOtv Boxing Night comes with a lot of things happening.
In the red corner, Segun, success! Olanrewaju!
Welcome back here.
A little bit of confusion there.
Yeah. I think the corner made a bit, didn't realize that they were to fight from the blue corner.
Cosmos went and stayed in the red corner.
When you scan too much, One Love, you know I told you about it earlier. When you listen too much to Bob Marley's One Love, which is a fantastic music, to be honest. But then of course when it comes to boxing, you forget about One Love at this point in time. It's war.
Mind is free already of what might happen.
Remember that song that says war? We say war.
And Success is around the corner. Success climbing into Road Square. Success in the ring. Success looks to be successful for the 4th time in his career. But let's get the...
In the blue corner, weighed in at 77.9 kilograms. He has had 13 fights, won 10, lost 2, drew 1, 9 by knockout. Cosmos Awosika David. In the red corner, he weighed in at 79.2 kilograms. He has had 4 fights, won 3, drew 1, 2 by knockout. Segun, success! Olanrewaju. Olanrewaju. Our judges are Wahab Martins, Sheyi George, and Femi Babafemi. Our referee is Segun Adesanya.
I'm Segun Adesanya, the center referee for this bout. Obey all my commands at all times. Protect yourself. Any foul committed, you'll be duly penalized. You greet yourself at the beginning of the first round and at the beginning of the last round. Every
Box! The first round, the scheduled 8 rounds of boxing. Cosmos Awosika David against Segun Success Olanrewaju. Olanrewaju, of course, cost his tear when he defeated the national champion by TKO. I was talking about Mashibinu. That was in December 2019. It was really a scare he caused there. Nobody ever thought he could have done that, but the young man put up a spirited performance on that night. Let's see what he's going to be bringing in. This one is going early right now. Oh, that's a big one from Success. He wants to end it early, and he's capable of doing that. Nice one, he's a corner side. They have him chasing his opponent. Pity pat punch from his opponent, Cosmos.
Wow, those are massive punches coming from Success Olanrewaju there. Can Awosika David really withstand this? I mean, I hope he's not getting too cocky very early, talking about Success Olanrewaju there.
Just look at Success, he's not even putting up any kind of defense. He just goes and watches his
Look at the sound of those punches. I mean, you can hear that.
This is Cosmos David being beaten up in this early part of this fight.
I wouldn't totally call it beating up. I think he's taking the punches quite well. So, but you need to look at it from the fact that Success is actually the bigger built boxer here, and you can see some combinations. But it does look like his combinations are not really counting on him. And that's a fantastic good uppercut there coming from Olanrewaju, who catches him with another left uppercut there, puts him in the corner.
This will end soon.
I want to see this last a bit longer. This is light heavyweight boxing we're talking about here.
Success. That is fourth once this year. Fourth in October. That's a big punches coming from Success. Almost being successful here, not yet.
I mean, he's definitely fagged now, talking about his opponent, Awosika Cosmos David.
And I was going to say that in October 19, he lost to Olanrewaju Duro Dollar. You know, and
that's a formidable opponent anytime. I mean, that's a man who went for a world title. Absolutely, absolutely. We also know what happened to his loss in Germany, which is still in the controversy books till tomorrow.
So that fight, Success didn't come out for the 5th round. That is punishment he received in the 4th. In all the rounds, he didn't come out in the 5th round. But this is Success being successful in this first round.
And you know Duro Dola, I'm still going to go back to that fight. It was a good test for him. I mean, he made him, gave him a reality check. I mean, that's the man who fought within the borders and outside the borders of this country. And here's a man who went for the world title and just lost by a controversial decision, if you ask me. And I think that's definitely going to put him ahead of a lot of other light heavyweight contenders in the country.
I hope this man will come out for the second round. This is manhandling.
Come on, Ralph, come on.
What would you call this?
He was taking the punches. I don't think I would call it manhandling per se.
Look at that.
I wouldn't call it manhandling per se. Yes, the punches were coming in droves, but then he was still there at the end of the bout.
Round 2 now. Let's see if Cosmos.
Now the body language, I think I really want to go toe your line in this one. I don't think it might last the second round. But then it's boxing. A sucker punch can change the whole complexion of the game.
Who will land the second punch?
It could come from Awosika.
The hands I'm seeing on that.
He's confident enough.
Cannot land any sucker punch in this fight. And look at what is happening. The second round on now.
I would expect him to dance around a lot more because he's fighting.
He doesn't even have the footwork to dance around.
Remember when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Marvin Hagler, who was the bigger boxer? We all saw how Sugar Ray. I'm not putting him in. I'm not necessarily putting him in the same ranks with Sugar Ray, but I'm just trying to take a look at the stature of the two boxers.
Okay. Success.
I hate to be wrong, though.
Well, good head movement that time from Awosika.
He needs a lot more of that.
True.
I mean, you can see that this is where I have issues with him. And he's throwing body punches, and Success is like, it's pretty much looking like he's a mosquito bite.
Yeah, when you go for a street fight, this is the kind of thing you hold your mind, you go kill me today, or you go kill me today. That's what
Ralph, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Good body punches there, but not really threatening Olanrewaju there.
Success not fighting the way he fought in the first round, but that is him. Almost a slapping.
I think Success has noticed that when it comes to protecting yourself very well, Awosika's done very well with that, even though his punches are very strong. He wants to drop. Oh, that's a slap if you ask me. And you can see him bouncing up there. I thought that was a slap. I would have expected the referee to give Success a warning there. That definitely looked like a slap. But you have to give kudos to Awosika, David.
Oh, that's a good uppercut. Oh.
And it looks like it might be early showers
Stop.
there. Yeah, that's it.
It's gonna be over.
Those body punches.
It's over. Another one ending.
But Awosika standing his ground, but not really protesting. And you can see the very dreadful look on the face of Success. Talking about Segun, Success, Olanrewaju, getting a whole lot of praise coming from his corner here. Don't forget, we're fighting in an empty arena here at the Indoor Sports Hall of the Mobolaji Johnson Sports Complex.
Success doing another one over his opponent, Awosika. Giving up. Take a look how that came about. Uppercut, left-right combination, a big one to the side of the head, an uppercut, not quite landed, a body shot, big one misses. By that time the man was down and over, down and out.
There you have it there. It was that right body shot
almost
from his side. Yeah, absolutely. You can see here the way he's lying there in his corner. I think sometimes when I'm a bit critical of the referees for stopping fights early, I think here, this is just a picture that depicts it entirely. The referees are the ones who can see the face of the boxers right there. When
it is their duty to save the boxer that is being pummeled.
I agree with you on that one. So I take my words back to the second time this night. And maybe it's just because, we've been out of boxing action for a long time. I really want to see some boxing action.
And so Success successful. But the biggest fight of his career was against Duro Dola. He didn't survive it. Didn't come out for the 5th round of Schedule 10. That was in October. But here he is bouncing back and winning.
I think he's a boxer to look out for.
He's got the skills, he's got the build, he's got the feature, he's got everything, but he needs to really go. I'm not quite liking his that part where he slaps.
I think he needs to train his punches better.
Exactly.
They need to be more direct.
Let's get into the ring now for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first minute and 12 seconds of the second round, winner by knockout, Segun Success Olanrewaju.
That's what you want to see. Olanrewaju going to lift his opponent off. That's a good one. I'm telling you that he will get it right someday, not today.
Absolutely, spirit of camaraderie there. I'm pretty sure they know themselves on the street. We all know that boxing is more of a street sport than any other sport in the country. Anywhere else in the world as well. I mean, the list is endless. People picked up the streets and becoming world champions. Mike Tyson is probably the biggest one among them, who is going to fight later tonight. On Saturday night, sorry.
Exactly. And it's going to be a big one. 2 men are there. Let's take a look at what has gone down here. He just saw